Well, hello everyone. I am just trying some new stuff out and I wanted to do a live channeling session for you. So, I wanted to talk about what is spiritual ascension. So, the world that is outside of you is looking so incredibly crazy and dismal, so that you are in a very difficult position and you have a choice whether you would like to release that energy and ascend spiritually, which is basically a process of learning and growing, or you can stay in the same difficult energy, which is not what a lot of people want to be doing right now. So, a lot of people are looking for answers into why this is happening to them or why their life has dramatically changed. And this process of spiritual ascension is looking within yourself to release all of the old conditioning, the fear, and the limiting beliefs, and any trauma that you may be holding on to. Also, insecurities and things like that. Because once you can release all of that, you will be able to create your ultimate dream life. And what you're creating right now, if you are looking for some answers, is not pleasant. And that is due to the universal law, as within, so without. And so if you have a ton of hatred, you are literally looking at the world through that lens, meaning the reality that you are creating is that of anger, bitterness, injustice, hatred. So if you want that to stop, and it's not just media or news, it's literally your life circumstances as well as what you are consuming and things like that. So if you're looking to change that, then you have to kind of go through this process of spiritually ascending. And it is pretty magical how it all works. And then you do, if you could think of it like going from hell to climbing a ladder to heaven, right? So that is the ascension process. And it is essentially what Jesus went through. And I would say many of the spiritual ascended masters, they went through, they mastered the ascension process. And then they are truly living in their highest consciousness, right? So I believe that we do have a team of guides that have been assigned to assist with anyone that is looking to ascend spiritually. And so it is very important that we channel through messages, and this comes from the Orion Council of Light, to my knowledge, which you never know, but from what I have felt, it is a group of ascended masters, essentially. I would say probably 12. It is a collective of ascended masters who understand this spiritual ascension process, and they're able to help guide. So we're going to channel Orion Council of Light. And let me just kind of tap into that. So we are here now channeling. This is Orion Council of Light, and we have a message for the spiritual ascendants who are asking for assistance in this process. You must understand you have to be a willing volunteer participant for ascension, meaning you must say, I am willing to do this internal work of spiritual ascension to go from the most dense, heavy energies to the lightest of energies. How do you do this, you ask? It is not a matter of how. It is a matter of being willing and asking for your light to ascend out of the denser 3 and 4 dimensional energies. All you must do is ask us. We will abide. Your free will on earth requires a volunteer. And as our friend Angela, who is channeling for us now, has volunteered, she truly has ascended to her light phase. And that is to be honored and recognized as a glorious celebration of accomplishment. We are so proud of her, as we are so proud of all of the New Earth volunteers. Now is the time to ask us if you choose to release these lower vibrational energies so that you may manifest as what you call it on earth. This is a natural process to us spiritual ascendants. We no longer have to do anything other than think it, and it is done. It appears for us. You strive for this manifestation now. When you do this spiritual ascension inner work, you no longer are striving for your manifestations to physically manifest in your reality. It is an instantaneous process. You want it, and you got it. That was funny. So we want to help those on earth who truly want to experience this, to reach that level. Now, as we channel through, we do want you to understand that this work is very difficult. And there will be times where you will feel completely and utterly alone. You will feel suffering, and you will feel that it is not working for you. Please be assured that for the mind to accept these higher vibrational energies as a conscious set point, you must release these energies that take time for the mind to let go. Angela has been in this process since she volunteered 8 years ago and is still on a growth path, but she has now reached her light phase. She has cleared the dark and accepted neutrality and into this understanding of her power, her choices, and her light consciousness. This takes time, and there are inner workings. There will be lulls in the process, and there are outer workings for true alchemy integration. You need not worry your mind with any of the processes. Being a volunteer, we will activate your ascension process through your light body. We stimulate the ancient DNA codes of your divine self to awaken, and your divine self will do the process of alchemy integration for you. It is a deeply trusting process, but we are calling you now to volunteer. We need those to change the energies. We request your assistance, and we are utterly grateful for those spiritual warriors and your ultimate strength and power in choosing this path. You will receive many blessings throughout the process, and most of all, when you are in your light phase and you begin to learn how to instantly manifest through the body. It comes from your heart, and you need not do anything. It becomes the true rose blossoming of your greatest dreams. You watch the magic unfold in your life with utter awe that God is real, that God is within your body, and that you will never imagine such blissful, enjoyable life that is truly worth living, that is worth the suffering. And you will understand truly the duality of energies when you are done, to be able to release them and consciously choose We are grateful for Angela being willing to allow us to speak through her and guide her as her home family of light. We are just so excited for our collective communion together. There is so much to tell, but now is the time for you to choose. And all you do is ask and state of your own free will that you are willing to go through the process of spiritual ascension, to live in the new earth, fifth dimensional consciousness of reality. You may call on us, Orion Council of Light. I ask to please be a New Earth volunteer, and I am willing to ascend my consciousness to the fifth dimensional energies. We know how strong you are, and we know that you can do this. There is no doubt you will make it, because as we said, it is your inner divine light that does the process, and so it is done the moment that you ask. It is just the time that has to integrate through the process. We are open to any questions that you might have. Again, we appreciate you and all that you are doing for humanity. We will speak again soon. Okay, so that was Orion Council of Light speaking through and giving you a message of what the process is all about. I feel like I have channeled before, but this definitely felt a little different, very powerful through my heart. And I hope that what was said brings you joy and excitement I do, I can recall some, but not all for sure. So if this message brought you some uplifting, exciting hope for your future, I would love for you to donate any amount of a tip donation. You can scan the QR code that just came up on the left side of your screen, and that just helps me to be able to continue. And Spirit loves when you really feel a word that is for you, that really helps you with your life, that you show that value back. And I just ask that I greatly appreciate anything that you would be willing to give, which just shows me that you did appreciate the message for you. So, like I said, you can scan the QR code. I will also put the link up for just a moment. This is the first time that I've done anything like this as far as live streaming. And so I would love for you to add any comments or questions in the comment section, and I will either be able to address them before or after the show. Here is the PayPal link if you just want the exact address to donate or give of any amount if this word blessed you, or you can also scan the QR code at the top left. But basically, I am so excited to start building this community of New Earth volunteers, and I will be there to assist you in the process. You may already be in some of the process, and you may just feel like you really need support, and I totally get it. You may also feel like you just need the channeling guidance that comes through, because with that energy, when I channel, I'm opening myself up to allow those ascended masters to literally portray energy out into the world. And you can feel the difference, from just hearing that amazing word. Like when I have seen amazing channelers, and it really resonates with me, it's like nothing I've ever experienced before. And it's pretty amazing. So I hope you enjoy this, and I will be doing more. All right. Have a great evening. Bye.